And I welcome you back to the British channel, and today we are talking about this powerful low pressure here in the Pacific. This thing is classified as like what would be a hurricane. It's pushing a lot of moisture up, and this thing is just moisture after moisture just kicking in from about San Jose to the north all the way up into Oregon, Idaho, Montana, Washington, all the way up in here to Calgary. You got a lot of moisture kicking in, and it's rain after rain after rain. Let's go to the weather radar and see what is going on here. You can see that this thing has just been raining, just rain. Now some guys like, oh, it's not raining in Northern California. Well, it was earlier, and it's now moved to the south just a bit, but it continues to rain. There's no end in sight for a bit, and they're still predicting several inches of rain coming to California, as now you are looking at the live webcam at Lake Oroville, and you can see that it's cloudy, rainy, windy, and this is what you got going on there. As we roll in here to Lake Oroville, you can see all day long for the last 12 hours they've been getting nothing but rain, and you can imagine what the lake's doing. It is on the increase. We go over to the rain accumulation. For the next 12 hours, they are predicting 4.73 inches. Now, Lake Shasta, you are not going to be the big winner. They said earlier in the week this model was wrong. They said that Lake Shasta was going to be the big winner here. In the next 12 hours, not much. They're going to get about 4 inches in the next 24 hours, 5 inches in the next 3 days. Then it goes down a bit, then it comes up a bit. So there's still more rain coming in the forecast, but not near as much as there was. Lake Oroville here, 6.59 inches more they're predicting in the next 10 days, anywhere between 5 to 6 inches in the next 10 days, and the majority of that coming in the next 24 hours. Now, I want to go out and check out what the rain totals have been since the last 72 hours, because the system started right around 72 hours ago. Let's go out and check and see what those are. Now, over here by Paradise, they got 8.55, and earlier it said it's going to get about 6.5 more inches of rain. So you add the two up. If it comes to pass, if it continues, they weren't too far off the mark. So over by Paradise, they were saying 4.72, and right there they're saying that Paradise got 8.55 inches of rain between the two. That's 13.27 inches. They were calling for 17, a little off the mark, but hey, that's pretty good considering they were predicting this, 4 or 5 days ago, and they were only off by 4 inches. Terrible? No. 7.7 inches there at Lake Oroville, with another 6 inches coming on top of that. That's another 13 inches there that they're predicting over here. 4.5, a little less, a little bit less up here as well. These blues, this probably Paradise getting the most, 8.7 or so. There's another little spot right here that got 8.2. Over here, not as much, 6.68. You can see that they got a lot of rain. Oroville, the town, 2.92, not near as much. Over here at Quincy, they got 3.49. Bucks Lake up here, 4.26, and the lake is on the rise. Lake Shasta, on the other hand, they were calling for a lot more at Lake Shasta. They were terribly wrong on that, and somewhere they struck out big time up here, 1.18, and down here they got 2.22. So there you have that. Not as much rain to the north as they were initially predicting. More of it went towards Lake Oroville and south. Actually, the south got a little bit more than predicted, especially right over here. They got 5.49. We go down here to Folsom Lake. Folsom Lake itself, 3.02. So there you have that. And then over here at Clear Lake, a viewer was asking about Clear Lake. Clear Lake got some rain too, 4.26 inches of rain in the last 72 hours. So there you have it. And they were accurate about the precipitation, that they were going to get a lot, but to predict it down to a T is better than it used to be, but they still get a little ways to go. So Chico, Paradise probably receiving the most, and Lake Shasta they were completely wrong on, and I tell you, when they're wrong, they're wrong. I don't make the weather forecast, I just tell you what I see, just like everybody else. So let's roll over to the water levels and see what is going on at the lake. Here we are at Lake Oroville, and you can see that it rose 4.05 feet. The thing is on the rise. It's rising rapidly. Yesterday it rose about a foot, and then today it was like 0.8, and now it's really rose 4.05 feet in the last 24 hours. 900 being full pool. The water level is currently 635.48 feet MSL, Sunday, October 24th, 2021, 2 p.m. The level is 264.52 feet below full pool, so it is climbing. It's starting to climb rapidly. We'll see if that continues. 4.5 is going to go quick. We go back to 2016. You can see that it didn't start climbing in 2016 till before then, so we're already ahead of the game than we were in 2016. 2017 wasn't better. 2018, you had a little spike here and then it dropped right back down, so you can see that these levels are all over the place. We take everything out. 2016, this thing rose and it dropped quickly, and like it didn't start rising again till December 2017. It rose in December, it got all the way to the peak, so this thing dropped dramatically. 2018, you can see it was lower. 2019, it was higher than it was this time last year. 2020, take these other ones out, leave 2017 and 16 in, so you can see where the 2020 mark is. It dropped. 2021, this is our current level, and it dropped, and now it's starting to rise, and it will rise for the next several days. How much is it going to rise? Depending on how much it continues to rain. Now, the long range forecast has an extreme amount of rain coming, but very little snowpack. So let's go back to windy.com and look at the snowpack and see what's going on in the Sierras, and that's where we're going next. Here's your rain accumulation. We go to the new snow, and you can see from East Quincy to the east, you're going to get some snow, 20 inches. You're going to get a nice little snowpack there, and then up here, 22 inches. We go to Lake Shasta up here, 11.4, so not a whole lot of precipitation. Lake Shasta will rise some. Lake Shasta is not going to increase as much as Lake Oroville. It's already rose about 6 or 7 feet in the last couple days already, so we'll see where this ends up. I'm predicting 50 to 100 feet, just a guess. We'll wait and see. Will it climb all the way to the top? Not exactly, but it will definitely put you in a good position for later if there's more rain and snow beyond this system coming. Now, the next 10 days, you receive a little more. You're going to have 33 inches down here, but 18 over here and 25 up here. So that's about 2 foot of snow, which equivalents about 2.5 inches of rain if it was melted down. We'll go back to the rain accumulation, 4.7 way out here, and then the heavy precipitation coming, and majority of this is coming within the next 24 hours, so things must dry out quite a bit after this. So one big storm followed by a whole lot of nothing. Earlier in the week, they were predicting more storms to hit, and that is just not the case. Looks like the majority of them are going to go here. So we'll just have to keep an eye on things and see where it ends up. There is going to be a northeaster out here is what they're predicting in New York. Boston and Maine are going to get in on the action too, 5.6. And I wonder if that's going to be snow. And they're talking about this is going to be terrible for the East Coast. So something else that we're going to have to watch coming down the pike, as that's going to happen within the next 10 days. So not a whole lot of snow accumulation with this map, but we'll definitely be keeping an eye on things, and I will keep you up to date. So let's roll over to Lake Shasta and see where the water levels are there. Now, if you were hoping for a big increase at Lake Shasta like everybody else, not so much. 0.86 feet, not even 1 foot. They didn't get as much rain as predicted. The good news, it ain't as far down as Lake Oroville. The bad news is you didn't get as much rain as Lake Oroville. So with that being said, you guys have a blessed day, and we will see you on the next one. God bless and peace.